Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about a little trick that you can use to solve fraction multiplication when you're not comfortable reducing. Now the thing about this trick though is it only works if it's a multiple choice question. The reason it only works when it's multiple choice is because basically we're going to turn everything into a decimal. We're going to turn the problem into a decimal and we're going to turn the answer choices into decimals. Here I've set up a multiple choice problem. We have 1/6 times 3/5. And then we have answer choice A, which is 1/2, answer choice B, which is 13/15, and then finally we have answer choice C, which is 1/10. So using my calculator, I'm going to turn the fractions into decimals. How do we do that? We do the numerator divided by the denominator always. So for 1/6, we're going to do 1 divided by 6. Now you notice I get a repeating decimal number, 0.16, and it just keeps going. We only care about going out to the hundreds place value. Remember, the hundreds of that place value is the second place after the decimal point. Tenths, hundreds. So I'm going to put this, I'll write it over here, 0 and 1600ths. Now we're going to times that by 3/5. So again, I'm going to do 3 divided by 5, and I get 0.6. If you want to put a 0 here to make sure they have the same number of digits in the decimal place value, that's fine. For this part, you don't have to. Down here, you will. So now I can go ahead and I can multiply that. So we're saying 0.16 times 0.6. And I get 0.096. Again, I'm only going to put it out to the hundredths place value, though. 0.09. Now we can convert the answer choices to decimal. So the first one is 1 divided by 2 because it's always top divided by bottom, and I get 0.5. The next one is going to be 13 divided by 15. And I've got 0.86. And then finally we've got the 1/10. So that's 1 divided by 10. And I get 0.1. Now, automatically, you should be noticing a difference here. This one goes out to the hundredths. We want to make sure that our decimal numbers have the same amount of digits, like I was saying earlier. So remember, you can put a 0 at the end of a decimal number, and it does not change the value of that number. So I'm going to do that here. So you can see we have 50 hundredths, 86 hundredths, and 10 hundredths. Now, none of the answer choices equal 9 hundredths that we have up there. So we're going to pick the one that is 1 away from the answer we got. And in this case, it is C is our answer. Remember, your answer is either going to be exactly what you got on the decimal number, or it's going to be 1 digit away in your answer choice. And the reason is because we went out to the hundredths. That's why it's going to be 1 away. If we went further out, there would be more distance between the answers, or I should say possible distance. Let me set up another one that we can work a little faster. Okay, we have a new problem set up. We have 3/7 times 2/3. So just like before, I'm going to turn these into decimals by using division. So we have 3 divided by 7, and I get 42 hundredths. Again, I got a bigger number than that, as you can see, with more digits, but I only care about out to the hundredths place. Now we're going to do 2/3, and that's going to be 0.66, 66 hundredths. Now we can go ahead and multiply those two numbers. So 0.42 times 0.66. And I'm going to say that that is 0.27 or 27 hundredths. So now I'm going to convert my answer choices like I did before. 5 divided by 7, and we're going to call that 0.71. 2 divided by 7, and we're going to call that 0.28. And then finally, 7 divided by 11, and we're going to call that 0.63. Now, if you notice here, we're kind of lucky on this one because everything was able to be put to the hundredths place value, so we don't need to add any zeros to any of our answer choices. None of them equal exactly 0.27, so we're going to pick the one that is only one away, which is B, 2800ths. Let's do one more example. Okay, guys, we have one more problem to work. I have 2/5 times 1/2. So I'm going to do 2 divided by 5, and I get 0.4. 1 divided by 2. This is one that you should have memorized. You should be able to instantly recall that 1/2 equals 0.5. So we're going to do 0.4 times 0.5, and I get 2/10. So now we're going to convert our answer choices just like we've been doing. 3 divided by 5, 0.6. 1 divided by 5, 0.2. And 5 divided by 8, 0.625. We'll count that as 0.62. And because this has digits going out to the hundreds, I'm going to add a 0 here, and I'm going to add a 0 here. So take a look, and you should be able to tell that it matches up to B. Okay, guys, remember that this only works when you have a multiple choice question. If it's not multiple choice, then you're going to have to write down the factors, and you're just going to have to reduce by hand. You can also multiply fractions by mixed numbers and by whole numbers with this method. We'll save that for another video, though. So I'll see y'all next time.